All right, so this is my penthouse style beachside apartment in a little town, coastal town in Northern California. One of the more expensive places to live these days, but there's a lot of really big benefits to my being here. And this apartment is being provided to me as part of my deal with my client. My client wanted to bring me on as an employee. I decided that I was kind of against that. They did sweeten the deal by trying to get me to move here and work directly with them in person. And after the dust settled, it was agreed that I'd be better off to be a contractor for the client. The client would remain a client, but they could still provide the apartment, whether I want it as a permanent residence or something that I can just drop in and use anytime. So I haven't decided if I want this to be a permanent residence yet, but it sure is appealing. There's a lot of renovations still happening to the building. This building is turning 100 as of this year, which means there's a lot of little things that have to be dealt with, electricity and water, the piping. All of that's been replaced. Now we're all up to code and modernized. The only thing left to do is a lot of outlets and light switches and things like that. But being that this is a penthouse style apartment, it's sprawling. It has its own entry way here. So it has no shared entryway to any other part of the building. It's all private by itself. That's what makes it a penthouse, and the fact that it is the top story. Underneath my feet are two business units. The pretty standard sized business units, a little bit wider than that though. And that means we have two windows and a door in the middle on each side. And it goes back pretty far, the length of the apartment itself, to this wall here. So that's one unit. So we have one main lobby area and a couple of offices, a bathroom area, and then the stairs kind of divides everything. And then we have the same kind of mirrored setup on the other side. Further back, we have even more space back there. Eventually, the business will get moved in downstairs. The business is a newspaper company. And it appears that we may be doing a media company too, such as a radio station. And that would be located next door, right here. So that's kind of what we're thinking. Let me show you the other rooms real quick. So we've got this large room with 3 windows. All the floors are tore up, but it's quite spacious and it could be turned into a really nice office. You can see I got a really nice skylight up here, massive. Brings a whole lot of light in every single day. Even on a cloudy day, it's very bright in here. Got a spot for a dining room table. Here's another room. Fairly spacious for a room. This could also be turned into an office. It's got 2 closets in this one. Bathroom will get fully renovated, but there is a brand new shower in here. So that's pretty nice. Really like that shower. This is the room that I'm working with right now. It's got something going on with the ceiling. That's going to get repaired at some point. And of course, everything else will be new floors and stuff. So this is my workspace right now. This is the walk-in closet. And this is the master bathroom. This makes this the master bedroom. This needs full renovation, but the toilet is newer. But the sink and tub and everything will be swapped out at some point with newer stuff. So that's pretty nice. I'm thinking about this space here, what I'd like to do with it. I'm thinking of a kind of a seating couch area for reading, and maybe set up like a wall of books or something. I don't know. Over here, I'm thinking about a MIDI keyboard, 88 keys, built-in synthesizer and all that. So something a little bit modern, but it would be really nice to have a keyboard and get back into playing music. All right, so this is kind of the main tour of the place so far. The cable drops caught my eye yesterday. There are 4 of them in total. They are meant for wall mount speakers, and they're very well placed at these 3 corners on this part of the room, plus 1 corner over there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 cable drops. All right, next, I have a bar. I have a dedicated bar here, custom built for the space. So you put bench seating, or not bench seating, but stools, bar stools there, and then somebody works this space. Pretty nice. Then there's a countertop over here for passing stuff back and forth, which is pretty nice. See, those lights do work. And there's a closet to hang up clothes or whatever. So that's pretty cool. So the cable drops come out to this wall here, where I could put in a stereo cabinet. I'm thinking of a vintage hi-fi system that will go right there. And I'm thinking of Boston or similar type of speakers, wall mount specifically, for the best possible audio acoustics. Let's take a look at this other space back here. So we've got a hallway here that leads into this other room, and I'm not entirely sure what this room would be for, but it is pretty awesome that I've got direct access to the roof and visibility of that sky over there. So that's pretty cool. So one thing I'm thinking about is this 4th of July, the 250th anniversary of the United States, the founding of the United States, is this year. And I think it'd be really cool to be able to set up chairs up on that roof right there and watch the fireworks at the ocean. So I can get up here, just put a stool right here, or a step stool, and just climb right up. And then up there, it's really easy to get onto the main roof. There's like almost no height to it. So that's a really nice point, a vantage point. And I would be able to see all of the fireworks and stuff going on south side of town, and then towards the middle part of town where the other fireworks are going. So I would get the full spectrum. And being that it's over here, it's away from the crowds. So I don't have to worry about, anything like that. All right, so this space does have a double basin sink, and that window leads to the other bathroom, the master bathroom, and there's a vent that goes up and out that way. Now, this is the other entry exit, and this is closed off due to people breaking in to this side. We don't have a main gate yet for the side of the building, but that is where I could get down to my car without having to open the gate yet, and then open the gate, get the car out, stuff like that. So there's a whole carport and parking area to the side of this building, and it's a private setup, so no pass-through traffic or anything. This right here is kind of a weird space. I don't really know what it is, but it is potentially like a utility room. I don't know what all would be in here other than washer and dryer, but for some reason this washer and dryer is moved here, but I will show you where it did live. So it lived in this room. It's kind of dark in here, and I don't have a light switch in here. But the washer and dryer lived right here. So this room is getting renovated. It's fairly tall ceiling. That's another thing about this place that's really wild, is the height of the ceiling is way taller than most modern houses. That's quite nice, actually. I just noticed this massive shelf up here. I'll have to snoop around and see what's up there. There's attic access up there. One of the few. But I have access to the back side of the apartment. That window will get replaced at some point. There's the chimney for the pellet stove. But you can see I have direct access to the roof, which is pretty awesome. All right, anyway. Lots of cabinet space. This is where the pellets would live for the pellet stove. And I'm thinking about moving the freezer to that wall right there, just so it's out of the way. This entryway also has a stair lift chair thingy. I don't know what you call that. Pretty cool. I'm thinking a really nice painting right there would be pretty awesome. And just a little bit of artwork here and there. Give it a nautical theme. Beachside. Nautical theme I think would be pretty awesome. Let's take a look at this window here. It's very dirty. But there we go. Wait for the cars to pass. And then we got that up there. I don't want to freak anybody out by recording them driving. But there we go. There's the beachside apartment in all its glory. Till later.